How's it going, guys? Well, welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to, well, the new show here for our Friday slot. This is going to be a really short one. It's called Bard Harder. Now, this is really interesting. I stumbled upon this on Reddit of all places, but it's, I guess the story is a couple who had not much to do during the quarantine of the COVID stuff that's going on, so they made a little visual novel for themselves called Bard Harder. Now, this is going to be leaning heavily on tabletop RPGs like D&D, that kind of stuff, and apparently it's just a quick little, like, dating fun sim thing about a bard and their adventures and how like you could solve a lot of problems just by being a bard, which is a great concept. It just sounds really cute, and we got to give a quick thank you because this is the first voted content by the patrons, so should give them a shout out. Hopefully you guys enjoy it as much as I'm going to, but again, we're all flying blind here unless some of the patrons played it first, which I don't know, they didn't say that, so we'll have to see. But you know, either way, they voted for this, so thank them for their selection. And then once this one's done, we'll move right into the next one. Now, I know this one's going to be pretty short, so there's a decent chance. So we're going to get through one ending just today. I'm thinking we're going to do two endings. Obviously, I want to leave some more for you. Plus, I think you can pick this thing up. There's a link in the description for their itch.io account. It's like $2. So if you just like it and you want to support some developers for doing something just fun and quirky, go for it. I certainly was very happy to do so. And I also reached out to them and said, hey, would you mind if I covered this on the channel? And they were like, absolutely. So hopefully, if you guys are here, thank you so much for letting me play this on the channel. And hopefully I do it some justice as a content creator. But other than that, just make sure, send your love to the people who make it, send your love to the patrons who selected it, and ultimately let's just jump right in because I have no idea what to expect. But the music's bumping. I don't know if this is gonna be like if the music's some of the audio friendly, like doesn't cause any copyright claims audio, but they made a good choice of it if it is. So let us get started. All right. That's a Subin, I'm guessing. Okay, Robin, let's do the finishing touches. So, for your character, you've chosen to play as a half-elf male bard. Ooh, very nice. Yes. I mean, I've lived my whole life as a girl, so it might be fun to play as a boy, I'm into that. Like, definitely, for me, I've almost always in like video games like Mass Effect, Dragon Age, and I have tabletop RPGs. I tend to play male characters just because I feel like I just relate a lot more. It makes me more personalized for me, but I've recently been doing a lot better about trying out different things and playing different types of characters, especially with the visual novels I've been doing. I've been reading a lot of female voices, and while most of them are cringy, I think I've got a few that are okay. In a recent Pirates-themed tabletop game we were playing, I was playing my first tabletop female character, and I was having a blast with it. So I think it's going to become something I do more often. Just it'll kind of come down to what kind of character I plan to make and how I plan to play them. So I do think it's really great exercise to do, but never should you feel pressured to play gender or attraction spectrum that is uncomfortable for you. But it can be a really fun way to kind of put yourself in the shoes of somebody whom you normally would never do. So anyway, yeah, let's go into this. I like Wyvern Master. That's a nice touch too, to the art. By the way, if the people who created this happen to be here, did you guys source your art? Did you do the art yourselves? I would love to know the details of that, and it'd be fun to share that with my community. Because whoever did the art already, I'm impressed. You can tell these are all OC assets, and that's really, really cool. So anyway, so it might be fun to play as a boy. Wow, Robin. That was a dorky thing to say. I can't believe this Sublin Park asked me to play the tabletop game with her. Oh, so she's a female too. I was doing a real deep voice for her. I apologize. Wizards and wyverns. I guess this means Sublin and I will get to see each other a lot more. I was so nervous when she asked me to play. She's so cool. I hope I don't mess it up. Uh-oh. I think she's explaining the rules to me right now. Probably should listen. I should probably try to focus. But this is really exciting. Robin. I gotta come down. Robin. She's probably just asked me to play because she needed fourth player. Not because she'd I don't even know if she's Robin! Huh? I've, been calling your name for 10 seconds. Oh, sorry, I guess I spaced out. Were you having an interior monologue? What? No. Ha ha ha! No. Psst. Do you need me to go over the rules again? Now, I am a tabletop expert, but I suppose for this one, especially for anybody who might be whether this is about like skipping the basic explanation or not, anyone who is in the audience who's never played tabletop, you should, but let's go over it just for this. Well, to repeat myself, Wizards and Wyverns is a game where we make up the story as we go. You'll tell me things your character does, and then I'll have you roll a 20-sided die to see if it succeeds or fails. This is called making a check. The higher the number you roll, the better your chances of success. A 20 will always succeed and a 1 will always fail. That's the gist of it. There's more to it, but you'll figure it out as we play. Does that all make sense? Okay, got it. Well, anyway, congratulations on building your first W&W character. Oh, thanks. I couldn't have done it without you. True. You literally could not have. Well, let's take a look at your sheet. Oh, like they even have the character drawing. That's impressive. I can't draw worth beans, so I never had that. There you go. There is only one thing left to do. You haven't picked a name for him. Oh, what would you like to name your bard? Okay, let's look at it. So it's a level 1 bard, half elf. Alignment is chaotic sexy. Good alignment there. And it's hard to see, so like they're doing summarized stats. If this was D&D, you would have a stat that reflects in a bonus check. So not so much on the con. Great charisma though, like out of this world charisma it looks like. And cute violin user, that's always gonna be fun. Oh sweet, so I gotta choose name my bard. All right, so if you're playing, it could always be like lore friendly, or you can go kind of wild or something in the middle. How about we go for, I like to go somewhere, all right, how about I go with Tweet? The Songmeister. I think that's a cute name. Tweet the Songmeister. That's an interesting choice. I think it fits. He's going to be the most charming, sexiest, dashingest bard of all the land. So he needs the perfect name. Dashingest. Well, I'll see you on Monday then, to start our first game. Yeah, I'll see you on Monday. Oh, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you. Yes? Never mind. See you on Monday. Okay, see you then. And, let me know if you remember your question. I'm glad you're playing with us. See you Monday. 6 months later. As all D&D groups, they struggle to get together. Or maybe they've been playing for a while. Brave Sir Marblebrawn. Sithis Direblade, the thief. Cat, that's cute. Wise Arbella, the archmage. And of course, the dashingest bard in all the land. Tweet the Songmaster. It has been a long, arduous journey, but now, at long last, you realize that it is time for your greatest adventure to end. A burst of thunder cracks loudly, shaking the very rafters of the palace. The lightning illuminates the skeletal, hideous visage of Volkozar, the Lord of Crawling Bone. Your enchanted violin shakes in your sweaty palms as you hear his low, maniacal laughter. He's got 4 free arms, that's cool. You cannot see your friends, suspended in cages behind him. They call out to you for help. Tweet the Songmaster, you're our only hope! I believe in you! Play this verse very carefully. Tweet the Songmaster, you have to outthink him. I told you guys, this was obviously a trap. We're screwed. Volkozar slowly levels his gaze to stare at you. Tweet the Songmaster. Ho 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 ho. You're too late, little hero. The 3 of your friends are now my prisoners. Only need 3 sacrifices to control Worldbiter, the demi-dragon. And now you've arrived, just in time to die. Wahaha! I will save my friends. I will save my friends. Oh yes, and how do you plan on doing that? You're completely defenseless. You know that no harm may come to me when I'm safe in my lair. Besides, you don't even have a weapon. All you have is that silly little violin. What can you possibly do? What can you possibly do? We shall flirt with Volkazar. You, what? Here we go. Oh my god, yeah! Interesting. Sublin is staring really hard at me. Are they gonna kiss? This is so exciting. Volkazar, the Tweet the Songmaster, are my OTP. Your OTP has existed for a grand total of 4 seconds. That's what makes it so thrilling. There's so much new relationship energy. Relationship energy? He's trying to murder us. Are you really gonna try to flirt your way out of this, Robin? I guess I did just decide to do that. Well, nothing to do but to commit to it, I guess. I'm sure this is gonna work. Come on, you guys. Have a little faith. Tweet the Songmaster is the most charming, sexiest, dashingest bard in all the land. If anybody can succeed, it's in convincing a Death Lord to renounce evil. It's Tweet the Songmaster. Yeah, I believe in you. My paladin, Sir Marblebrawn, starts cheering for you inside his cage. This is so silly. Hold on, let me see what our Master Wyvern Master has to say about the matter. I also just realized, this whole time I assumed that it was a husband and wife, and I think that was husband and wife couple that made this, but it might not have been. I apologize if I made that assumption in regards to the fact that it was internet slang and it was Reddit, and that because I don't specifically remember now I'm thinking about it, it actually is a good point that I have made assumptions on gender. I apologize. Happens a lot. It's easy to get caught up in details when especially I've got so much else I'm doing, so I apologize for any assumptions that I've made, but I'm really excited to see how this all plays out. This is a fun group, by the way. The fact that the group party members are like, oh, let's see how it happens. Normally my group's kind of like, oh, we're all gonna die. They're very, very doobie-glooby sometimes, and it's great. The entire gaming table is silent as Seven stares at me impassively. Please. Her gaze is so intense, my heart skipped a beat. She's getting ready to speak. Are you sure you wish to pursue this course of action? A DM talk for, I really am not sure how this is going to play out. Are you committed to whatever happens? Volkazar won't hold back. Flirting with Volkazar, the Lord of the Crawling Bone, King of the Putrid Waste, Bringer of the Blight Unending, High Wizard notorious in the dark star which blots out the morning sun, is, well, a risky proposition to say the least. So I ask you again, are you sure? I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh, we're doomed. This should be interesting. Whee! She's just like, I'm going for it. Very well. It is decided. Tweet the Songmaster, the Bard, in your desperate attempt to rescue your friends. You have chosen to flirt with Volkazar. This battle has now become a war of wills. Let the story continue. All right then. What are you going to do? I raise my magic violin, and I start to play. Waltz of Wooing. What? Oh. Huh? Brilliant maneuvering, young bard. The power that music will make Volkazar more vulnerable to your aura of flirtatiousness. Play as many songs as you can, and he'll be hopelessly entranced. Shut up. Ugh, you would dare use your musical magic on me. I despise aromancy. Aromancy. It's cheating! I hate it, I hate it, I hate it! As your song continues, Volsakar slowly softens. Ooh, we got a love meter up at the top. Your elven friend is dead wrong, you know. Aromancy can only affect those who have the ability to love. Your song continues, and Volkasar's pinpricked eyes gleam maliciously. And since I have no love in my heart, I can't be touched. So you should probably just give up now. Uh-oh. Stop that. Cut it out. Your song continues, and Volkazar begins to laugh. Fine. Fine then. Go ahead and waste your last reserves of magic on the silly strumming. I won't be affected by your inconsequential desperation. Your song continues. Come to think of it. It's been over 600 years since someone's flirted with me. Ha! Well then, Bard. Your paltry attempts will surely amuse me. If you're going to flirt with me, it better be impressive. So take your best shot. You could do it. You could do it, young Bard. Let the magic flow through you. What are you going to do? All right, let's think about this. All right, investigation, deception, or seduction. Investigation might be good to give us context clues about the surroundings. Deception would be potentially like, just kind of going off the handle. And then seduction, obviously that. Now, I don't know if this is like going to be like a subsequent choices or if it's going to be, if this is the branching narrative, but I'm going to go with an investigation. I'll roll for an investigation. You rolled a 19. Ah, I chose correctly and my music's getting better. It's working. Excellent, Lady Luck is on our side. You take a moment to search your surroundings. You notice that Volkazar seems to have put a lot of effort into the decor of his lair. The fancy braziers behind Volkazar are fashioned in the shape of dragon's claws. They match his staff perfectly. Could that have been intentional? Maybe he'd be flattered if I complimented his staff. I mean, why wouldn't he? No man can resist a good staff compliment. Fair point. Volkazar shakes off your first attempt. Now, you little whelp. You've had your practice attempt, but now your friends' lives are on the line. Flirt with me if you dare. Fire blazes in Volkazar's eyes as he challenges you. Now is your chance. What will you say? It's time to flirt. What a nice staff you've got there. Yeah, we'll go for the staff. Ha ha! You noticed? Of course I did. Your staff matches the braziers. That can only mean one thing. You have excellent taste in interior design. You're fashionable and tasteful. Volkazar's eyes glimmer in rebellion. Your words mean nothing to me. Everyone knows about my legendary good taste. How dare you try to woo me? Volkazar staggers back, covering his ears. But your playing gets even more powerful. No, cease this wretched musical onslaught. Now that I've backed him down, this could be my chance to press my advantage. But how? Tweet the Songmaster. Use a mild invasion spell. What? But I've been saving it. Saving it for what? This is the final boss. If you know what makes Volkazar tick, you'll be better able to flirt with it. I thought I told you to shut up. Stop helping him. Ah! Okay, it's my only shot. I hold my violin aloft, and I cast Mind Invasion. Yes! Oh! Everyone's just sitting there. If I can get inside Volkazar's mind, I'll be able to learn so much more. And then my flirting will be unstoppable. Very, very well. You rolled a 16. Your spell is successful. The world shimmers and dissolves around you, until suddenly you find yourself in a brand new location. Oh, where am I? Tweet the Songmaster. You find yourself standing in an elegant library. Hundreds of leather tomes line the shelves. You realize this must be the inside of Volkazar's mind. Here you will find all information you will need to flirt with him. Great! This is my chance to find the clues I need. Volkazar will probably react more strongly if I write songs about things that are important to him. If I'm going to read through those memories, I should be careful not to note important facts about his life. I gotta keep my mind sharp. Tweet the Songmaster. You only have a few minutes before the spell wears off, but there are 3 books that have piqued your interest. Which one will you read? Alright. So, Vickers the Wizard, a Fairy Tale, My Life in Images, Volkazar Portrait Album, or Volkazar's Dream Diary, Private. Ooh, wow, that's tempting, ain't it? Where do we start? Dream or past? Like Vickers the Wizard, a Fairy Tale. That could be his inspiration, his actual history, and then where he wants to go. I wonder if I can get all 3 of them. Could be really useful, but like I just in case I can't, I need to be like very poignant about what I do. I'm gonna go for his history. I think his past could be a lot more like poignant. Alright, you crack open a book. The pages are covered with shimmering portraits that seem to swirl to the touch. Which image would you like to examine? Interesting. Leaving home. This painting is of Volkazar, standing outside the outskirts of a large city. He has a bag slumped over his shoulder. As you touch the image, you hear Volkazar's voice inside your head. Oh, yes, I remember this day. After I had that little chat with Fight Father. I knew I had to leave the city. Great things were in store for me, and when I left, I didn't miss anyone at all. After all, dear Daddykins probably didn't even notice I was gone. And friends? Pah, never had 'em, never needed 'em. Although, I suppose there was one small moment of regret, when I said goodbye to my beloved pet, dear sweet Saravir. And she was so very sad to see me go, the blessed little creature. I wish I had a picture of her in here somewhere. The voice stops, and the picture stops swirling. Which part do we look at next? Okay, so he once missed a pet. It's good to remember. Attacked by bandits. This portrait is Volkazar being attacked by a half-dozen bandits. He looks terrified. As you touch the painting, you hear Volkazar's voice inside your head. Wow, well, this memory's embarrassing. What a disaster this was. I had been out of the city maybe 3 hours before I got jumped by hoodlums. And I probably would have died, just died there too. But as fate would have it, Nimir appeared at the very last moment and saved my life. Yes, Nimir of all people. Apparently, she saw me speaking to the Fate Father after our match and followed me out of town. When I told her the Fate Father had given me the map to reach the Wish Mother, she practically demanded to come with me. And, well, she did save my life. And she was pretty awesome in our fight. So I figured, what the heck? No, I just remembered. The 2 of us made the oath of loyalty together. We swore that nobody gets left behind. We used oath magic and everything. So cringy. But come on, I was only 18. The voice stops. Okay, next. Alright, so he had his good friend. Ooh, looks like more than friend. This portrait shows Volkazar sitting next to an elven woman. The 2 of them are sitting around a campfire. The woman is showing Volkazar a small box. As you touch the image, it warps and you hear Volkazar's voice inside your head. Ah, this is a rather nice memory, I suppose. Nimir and I were on our way to meet the Wish Mother. Apparently, according to the old legends, in exchange for a wish, you have to give up something you value. Nimir was planning on giving up a little music box. It seemed to belong to her mother. Nimir is such a sentimental person, a little too much if you ask me. But when she opened the music box, it was a little easier to understand. The box plays The Red Rose of Spring. That's my favorite song. Ooh, now that's something we can actually do, is Red Rose of Spring. So I suppose I can understand a bit of sentiment here or there. I remember realizing then that I hadn't brought anything to give to the Wish Mother. I was really hoping that it wouldn't be an issue. It turns out that it sort of was. The voice stops. Oh, did he give her Nimir to her? Oh, that's really cold. Which image we look at next? The Wish Mother. The portrait depicts Volkazar and the tall elven woman wearing long black robes. The 2 of them are standing in a cave. They stand before a bizarre creature, a gaping toothy maw set into the cave floor. The 2 slimy green ice stalks rise out of the cave floor as well. As you touch the painting, it swirls, and you hear Volkazar's voice inside your head. Well, this one is Nimir and I again. We made it to the Wish Mother after all. When we got there, she gave us the whole rundown. Like the whole, oh, there will be a terrible price to pay for your wishes, all the usual stuff, blah, blah, blah. I wished for immortality as planned. And Nimir? She wished for her sick brother to be cured. Seems like a real waste of a wish. My wish was way, way better. Although it turned out I did have a price to pay. In exchange for my immortality, the Wish Mother took my skin. Dang Wish Mother. I suppose the Fate Father did warn me, though. I lost the 3 things I value most, just like he said I would. The voice stops and the image stops moving. What did he lose? The 3. So he might have lost his pet, and he lost his skin. So obviously he felt very high. He's very vain, I'm guessing. What's the 3rd thing he lost? Spirit of the River. This portrait depicts Volzakar standing at a riverbank. He is staring in shock at 3 pale sirens who have emerged from the water. The sirens appear to be singing at a tall elven woman. As soon as you touch the painting, it starts shifting, and you hear Volzakar's voice in your head. Wow, well, this memory isn't so fun. On our way back home, Nimir ran out of spot of trouble. When we crossed the Great River, we ran into a trio of river spirits. I deafened myself with a quick spell, but Nimir was too slow. Those sirens cast their horrible spell on her. I hate sirens. Come to think of it, I hate aromancy in general, only used by monsters and charlatans. Well, anyway, I would have left Nimir behind, but... Oath of loyalty. The voice stops and the image stops moving. Which up would we look at next? I think that was all of them. Okay, interesting. Now, what was the fairy tale? You crack open the book and begin to read. Seems as though the book is split into several chapters. Where to begin? Chapter 1, obviously. Once upon a time in a far-off city, there lived a young boy named Vickers. His father was a count of Orlane City. Young Vickers grew up with extra luxury and refinement. However, the young lad faced a problem. He was obsessed with magic. And in the city of Oriel, the use of magic was restricted to only a select few. Vickers was forbidden from learning the art of arcane. However, Vickers did not let the law stop him. Each night when his father was asleep, Vickers would sneak out of his palatial home and visit the underground arena. The chapter ends here. Alright, we will go to chapter 2. Every night, young Vickers, the wizard, would sneak away from his home to visit the underground arena. It was here in the arena that young nobles from all over the city would compete in magical duels. These duels were exciting, violent, and highly illegal. Thus Vickers was forced to don a disguise. He wore a mask and called himself the Scarlet Arachnid. Spider-Man kind of thing. He entered the tournament, deluded and dueled a great many foes. In the arena, each wizard would utilize a branch of magic as their specialty. Vickers easily defeated Halathina the Horrid, the Wizard of Flame. He also had no trouble with Cerebroth, the Cold-Hearted. The wizard of the arena began celebrating his victories. However, Vickers faced his greatest foe when he was pitted against Nimir, the Nightbreaker. The chapter ends here. So Nimir was also a spellcaster. Interesting. The heroic Vickers squared off against Nimir, the Nightbreaker. The elven woman Nimir was the most feared foe among the entire arena. When they fought, Nimir split the sky with light and shook the ground with thunder. Vickers was greatly impressed with their combat abilities. In all his days, he'd never seen such a brilliant entrancing display of lightning magic. Despite Nimir's skill, Vickers overcame her with his own dark powers. In the end, Vickers was the victor. As the crowd cheered and screamed, the hooded figure in the stands watched and waited. Vickers slipped into the crowd and fled for home, desperate to return before his father awoke. He was stopped in the alleyway by a man in a hood. "Speak with me, my child," the man said. "Your power is so great, but I can teach you of a way to make it still greater." The chapter ends here. Alright, and then the last chapter, which is going to be like the Wish Father or something. "Who are you?" Who are you? Young Vickers asked aghast. "I go by many names," the old man said. "However, my most well-known name is Fate Father." Vickers was stunned. He'd only heard of the Fate Father in fairy tales and legends. According to the oldest tales, the Fate Father was said to push promising individuals toward grand destinies and then disappear with the rising sun. The Fate Father spoke. "Tell me, what do you love?" he asked. "Nothing but the joy of playing a flute and a cool feel of the wind on my skin, and the smell of a rose, Vickers responded. Alright, so the 3 things he cared for the most: the flute, the wind, and the rose. Honestly. Tell me, what do you desire? The Fate Father asked. I desire power, wisdom, and life eternal, Vickers said eagerly. Tell me, would you give up the former in order to receive the latter? The Fate Father asked. Vickers considered a moment, and then nodded. Very well, if you are willing to pay the price, the Fate Father said. You must traverse the river, cross the mountains, and speak with the Wish Mother. She will give you all that you desire so long as you pay the proper price. So saying, the Fate Father gifted young Vickers with a map. And then, just as the legend said, he vanished with the rising sun. So Vickers set out on a grand journey. The end. The book ends here. Alright, let's close the book. And then his diary. Let's see how this plays out. You crack open the book and begin to read. This book appears to be several diary entries written in Volzakar's looping, swirling handwriting. Which entry would you read? Alright, so... oh, hey, I'm in here. That's cool. Alright, start with the arena. This entry seems fairly recent. It's only a few weeks old. You quickly skim it. Dear Dream Diary. Wow, last night I had the wildest dream. Oh, I keep a dream diary in my real life. Like, I actually, document some of my more interesting dreams. I have really, really vivid dreams, too. So, they can be really impressive and terrifying. But, usually if a dream's getting too intense, I can wake myself up from it. But, yeah, I can definitely have some very interesting dreams, to say the least. I had to write it down really quick. Okay, so I was back in the arena, fighting against my old pal. And then I looked down, and I realized I wasn't wearing any pants. I tried to run for it, but then my dad showed up, and he was all like, Vickers, you're a disappointment to the family. What a terrible dream. I've really got to stop summoning eldritch beings before bed. The entry ends here. Alright, let's do the statue. This entry, several months old, judging by the date. You quickly skim it. Dear Dream Diary. Oh man, whew. Last night I dreamed that the statue in my lair came to life. And I was like, finally! But of course, it was only a dream. I've been searching for a cure for her for so long. But she's still a statue. Seriously, how many years has it been now? And still no magic that can break the spell. Have I mentioned how much I hate aromancy? The entry ends here. Oh, I wonder if it's what happened. Oh, because he didn't abandon his friend who succumbed to the siren song. So he must have taken her as a petrified statue with. Having lips. This entry seems to be about a few months old. You quickly skim over it. Dear Dream Diary. Well, last night I dreamed I had lips. What a blast from the past. It's been so many decades since I even had skin. Or, well, a nose. Or, most importantly, lips. You know, nobody wants to kiss a skeleton who doesn't have any lips. But even more importantly, I can't play my favorite instrument without lips, the flute. I'd better make sure no one ever finds this dream diary. They might find out my secret, that there is one instrument that is my weakness. Okay, in that case, I won't write down what it is. Lips is a really weird word when you think about it. Lips. The entry ends here. Alright, I'm starting to see potential paths. If we use the flute, it likely is going to be his weakness. We can defeat him. If we actually want to seduce him, we have the various things that impress him. Or we could reawaken the statue of his friend and let them live happily ever after, which also sounds appealing too. And tweet the Songmaster. This entry seems to be the most recent one, judging from the date. It's only a few days old. You quickly skim it. Dear Dream Diary. Wow, what a freaking dream I had last night. For some weird reason, I dreamed about Tweet the Songmaster, one of those adventurers who's coming to kill me. I've been watching them through my crystal ball all the way here. And the one guy, Tweet the Songmaster. Anyway, in the dream, he kicked down the door of my castle, then started playing me a song. And then we started smooching like there was no tomorrow. I've never felt this way about a guy before. Oh god, am I bisexual? No one must ever know! These secrets I keep with you, Dream Diary. What a ridiculous dream. A little bit lower on the page, there are some things written in Volzakar's loopy cursive handwriting. Volzakar plus Tweet the Songmaster. Mr. Volzakar, Tweet the Songmaster. Mr. and Mr. Tweet the Songmaster. The last one is scratched out. The entry ends here. Fats, man! Which entry will we read next? That was it. Alright, well, we got everything we need. The spell's magic fades away. The library dissolves around you. And you are face to face with a very angry Volsakar. You, what have you done? You read my thoughts, that's cheating! You didn't read my dream diary, did you? I don't know, to be honest or not. I think it's best to be honest. Totally did. Ah! Impossible! You'll pay for that. Suddenly, Volsakar turns back to your friends. Time to say goodbye to your friends. What? Volsakar snaps his fingers and one of the cages opens. Huh? Archmage Arabelle makes a saving throw. Oh no! Archmage Arabelle, you rolled a natural 1. No, Arabella! You watch as Archmage comes tumbling out of the cage, falling towards an open pit below. Tweet the Songmaster, don't forget me! Crap, I really should have done the other one. Arabella, you take 36 fall damage. Is she dead? I'm alive, you guys. Just at the bottom of this pit. Arabella hears an enormous creature roaring in the dark. There's something else down here too. Of course there is. You are the appetizer for my demi-dragon. 1 down, 2 to go, and then demi-dragon will bow to me. And now, who will be the next to die? Tweet the Songmaster, what are you waiting for? Do something! Oh, I'm panicking. Alright, already giving up on your silly little flirt attempt. I knew you didn't have it in you. Now, why don't you just attack me already? We could finish the fight like normal foes. That gives me an idea. Fine, if that's what you want. I will attack you, Volkazar, with the most impressive, flashy, sexy attack you've ever seen. I attack Volkazar. Alright, but what will you attack him with? Alright, so Glam Punk Glacier, Bebop the Blazing, or Liquid Funk Lightning. Alright, it's good. We know from the story that Lightning was the one that was the most treacherous for him and remind him of his friend. Because he's able to beat the fire and the ice mage really easily. So we're gonna go Liquid Funk Lightning. Volkazar jumps back, stunned by the electric shock of the lightning. He stares at you, mouth agape. That form. Those bolts of lightning. I mean, okay, first of all, ow. But second of all, that was, okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of impressive. God, there's nothing I love more than a little, like a really fancy lightning attack, you know? I've only ever known one person who could wield lightning like that. So, you know, that was, wait. What am I saying? What is your magic doing to me? What was I doing again? Oh, right, killing your friends. Volkazar seems slightly stunned from the magic. Tweet the Songmaster. Oh, it's me, old friend. He's vulnerable. You've got to give it everything you've got. You're right, mobs. Volkazar, I know you're not as cold-hearted as you appear. What? You would dare say that about me after you just witnessed attempting to kill one of your friends? That's right. There must be some scrap of goodness in you. Because I know that you care about those in poverty, are an animal lover, or buy people thoughtful gifts. No, you're an animal lover. What? Before Volkazar could react, I cast Pet Lover Polka. This is very sweet. Very well. As you raise your instrument, it magically transforms it from a violin into a radiant accordion. The very palace shakes at the fury of your majestic polka. Here we go! It's time to sing. Oh, Volkazar, you're not quite as naughty as you think you are. You say that you've never loved, you make it so clear, that's so clear, but you loved your pet named... Oh no, I can't remember. Suravir, Lanatir, Tolanir. Crap, I can't remember it. It was like, there's a lot of information that we got dumped. I think it was Suravir. What? How did you know that name? Suravir. Keep playing, keep playing! Your music builds in power and rhythm. I also know that you special pets, Do we know? I thought it was very clear that it didn't say something specific. Either a spooky spider or a pretty parrot. One of the two, one of the two. I think it's a pretty parrot. Nope. Oh, what? What are you talking about? You're just making things up, aren't you? Bosskwar gives you a hideous laugh as he dispels your magic. The accordion playing stops cold. The last thing you see is Volkazar raising his arms to blast you with a beam of darkness. And just as he prepares to do so, the WM takes a bathroom break. Ah, cliffhanger! Oh, how will plucky Sir Tweet the Songmaster get out of this one? I suppose we'll have to see if he does. We'll return in 10 minutes. Subin's about to leave. Maybe this is a good time to ask her? Hey, Subin. Shoot. She didn't hear me. Oh well, she's gonna take the bathroom anyway. Maybe I'll get another chance after the game. Oh. Hang on. There is music. I apologize. Like the music at the beginning of the game was so like explosively loud. I turned it down, but it's like the in-game music is pretty quiet. Or maybe not. Oh, never mind. So in my headphones it's quiet. Apparently in here it's not, so I will have to fix that later. Well, friends, I'm gonna hit up the old snack bar. Anybody want something to drink? I would, thank you. Let's go. Bzz, bzz. Oh, dang, gotta take this call. Be right back. Come join us in the kitchen, Robin. Well, we have a 10-minute break. Subin's in the bathroom, so I guess I can't talk to her. Who should I hang out with? Alright, we are going to leave this for next time, so let's go ahead and save. I'm gonna like rewatch this because I'm already like losing some of the details that we got in that, but oh, this is cute. It's fun. Like I said, thank you guys so much for being here and enjoying this series, and like I said, I'm really quite taken by this. I think it's going to be dicey trying to get to the end of this whole like getting a true, like whatever the true ending is. So I might mess that up the first time, in which case I'll probably definitely play it again to try and get that true ending. But we'll see what I get for here so far. But thank you so much for joining me. So far there's so much love and care put into this. It's absolutely breathtaking, like just wonderful. Whoever made, you guys who made this, thank you so much. Whoever makes this, I say guys unilaterally again, but you know, so whoever made this, thank you so much. It's really been good to like converse with you online and just and like I hope that you enjoyed this playthrough so far. I'm really curious to see how this all plays out, but it's really fun. I also would be wondering, like, is this based on a real experience or is this just something you guys came up with? Would be really interesting to know that. But definitely this, like, a lot of heart and soul put into it. The characters are fun and wacky already, and just like there's a lot of flavor, and I'm really interested to be able to get to know some of the actual like people at this table. It looks like that they also are going to be fleshed out with personality. Again, it shows a level of like in-depth writing. Like whilst this project is smaller, like you can definitely tell it was well thought out, well paced, and well plotted. So I would love to know if you guys have any other like things going on. Like, is there another game that you hope to make in the future, or is this just a one-time thing? If I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you're here. Otherwise, what do you guys think about it in general? Like, cute, is it fun? Any big mistakes I've made so far, or anything you want to point out to me? But no spoilers, obviously. But I encourage you to get it yourself and play it yourself before you get the ending spoiled for you. So highly recommend checking out the link in the description again to each show account to go get it. $2, pretty cheap. If you just want to, if you want to do so, it's really, really fun. And yeah, again, it's making me like, it's funny because tonight, like I'm recording this, but tonight I have D&D. I'm going to be playing, and I'm the dungeon master. So hopefully I can kind of carry the spirit with me as I go and play that game. But for now, that is going to be the end. So thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much to the patrons who have been here. Again, you guys selected something really fun, but keep in mind that because this one's short, you guys will be voting once again. So if anyone wants to be a part of the next vote, keep in mind that if you support the channel directly as such, you will be able to do so directly. Also keep in mind that we have a new patron cast that will be coming out for patrons only later this month, so keep an eye out for that. But as for now, it has been great to have you, and until the next video watching me, I've seen me next. I'll see you all there. Bye bye.